distraction about stuff that doesn't matter.
Complete.
And another person commented defending me,
New construction options.
not really defending me, but calling to task for shit comments.
Building.
Saying,
Training.
focus
New
on what's important,
construction
you ADD fucks, or
Building.
something like this. And I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good
Construction complete.
summation of what was going
New
on there.
rally
People just
point
caring out about
established.
nothing.
Unit
So
ready.
ADD. I have a song called A Land of Bad Parents.
Unit
And the
ready.
lyrics just say that in a land of
Construction
bad
complete.
parents,
New construction
in a land of
options.
bad parents, they
Building.
equate discipline with punishment, and they cannot bear to punish their daughters.
Building.
So their daughters are raised without discipline, and then their daughters are
Construction
trapped in a
complete.
life of indiscipline.
Building. New
People will do that to
construction
their sons
options.
too. Their kids, they
New rally point
equate
established.
discipline with punishment.
Training.
And so they never just discipline
Unit
the kids.
ready.
Let alone do they punish them, but they never
Unit
discipline
ready.
them. Instead,
New
you see
rally
parents
point
all over the
established.
place, placating their kids, trying to appeal to the kids, like, come on, let's go, do such and such. You're there in
Construction
Walmart or something.
complete.
Come on, we have to go now. And the kid's just not listening at all. They're doing something else. Come on, we have to go. Nothing. Hey, look at this over here. Or, hey, you want to go to grandma's house and do this? Something to get them,
Tech
instead
building
just focus
captured.
over there. No, hey, look at that.
Building.
That's shiny over there.
Tech building captured.
And parents will say,
Building.
well, you don't always, hey, you
New
can
construction
show them the
options.
reward of listening to you,
Unit
not just
ready.
punish them. That's
Building.
all well and true, but they never
Unit ready.
just tell the child, this is the
Unit
deal, you
ready.
have to follow it. They used to pretend
Unit
they did.
ready.
It's not as popular as it used to be.
Construction
It's still very popular. But the way they pretend in front of all the public, they
Low
say,
power.
so-and-so, come
Unit
on.
ready.
So-and-so, come on.
Building.
1, 2, they do that. And in case you have never seen it, which would be surprising, it
Construction
never
complete.
works. No parent that has
Unit
that 1,
ready.
2, 3
Cannot deploy here.
thing that they say after the kid doesn't listen to them 3 times already. No parent has that understanding with their kid.
Building.
It's like they're amongst
Unit
all these
ready.
adults, and they're
Building.
the mood of it is they're amongst these adults, and they're
Unit
telling
lost.
their kid 1, 2. It's like
Building.
they're looking around saying, no,
Unit
me and my kid, we
ready.
have this understanding. When I say 3, it's a big deal.
Construction
And then they
complete.
listen to me. And of course, the kid doesn't listen to them.
Construction
So then they
complete.
step towards the kid, and they take the kid
Building.
anyways. Da, da, da.
Unit ready.
And
New
then eventually
construction
those
options.
kids have
Construction
ADD
complete.
because they don't pay attention to what that person wants. They see no reason to.
Unit ready.
They expect to be placated
Building.
or rewarded
Training.
for listening whatsoever. And that's what's interesting
Construction complete.
is that early
Unit
on,
lost.
boys will be
Unit ready.
much more highly
Tech
diagnosed with
building
ADD
captured.
because they
Primary buildings
are held to a much higher standard of discipline as far as the
Unit
United
lost.
States. I'm talking about now, but
Unit
a
ready.
long time ago when women were
Construction
forced to
complete.
shut up and listen. That was a long time ago. But boys are much more likely to be
Building.
disciplined,
Unit lost.
even harshly or even diagnosed by a bullshit psychotherapist.
Unit
But that's early
ready.
on. And the interesting thing is, even if they get the worst end of the
Our
stick,
base is under
bullshit
attack.
psychotherapists say they have a
Unit
disease
ready.
that needs to be treated. That's the worst
New
case scenario.
construction
And still,
options.
by the time that they're relatively grown, they'll have some
Building.
sense of an objective standard other than their
Building.
own. Not even an objective standard, some sense of a standard other than their own as to how they should be conducting themselves. And so they move on through life and they end up being
Building.
far more successful than the
Construction
alternative.
complete.
We're talking about boys
Unit
then.
ready.
The alternative being girls. They're far less likely to have discipline held to them early on, far less likely to be diagnosed as, hey, this person has a disease, that's why they're so
Unit ready.
not listening to me. Instead, the parents have no frame of reference for being harsh with their daughters, much less calling in an expert to officially be harsh with their daughters. So the daughters don't get ADD or any other kind of
Unit
nonsense
lost.
attributed to them,
Unit
and they don't get
ready.
discipline. Instead, they just learn a whole bunch of
Building.
tactics for getting what they want, among them waiting to be placated. And they do this. So early on, girls get what they want.
Building.
In fact, the sooner you get what you want in this culture, the more miserable you will be later on. Boys get held to an often excessively harsh standard early on, and then they excel later on in math and science, things that make sense, things where you have to set aside what you feel and say like, okay, but what is the rule?
Unit
I don't care
lost.
how you feel about
Unit promoted.
calculus or something. There's
Unit
rules.
ready.
And then boys excel at
Unit
that.
lost.
And girls do
Structure sold.
comparatively. Now we can say, oh, a long time ago women couldn't vote, or well, women are held out of that because they're made to enjoy themselves thoroughly doing something else.
Unit ready.
Excessive defending of women aside, women are terrible at math and science, statistically. And rather than ignore
On
that,
hold.
or think I'm bad because
Unit
I pointed it
promoted.
out, just
New
think about
rally
why.
point
It's
established.
really easy to understand why,
Unit
because
ready.
we don't socialize men and women nearly the same. We socialize boys to think they have ADD, or people around them to think they have ADD soon. They're held to a
Building.
standard, and then the boys let them develop.
Ready.
Girls, they're let to run
Training.
wild and just be absolutely bratty and self-centered. I mean, you see that. Just because it doesn't
Ready.
suit women doesn't mean it's not true. You see that, and then the results are women suck at things like math and science, making sense and
Unit
being fair.
lost.
You can do all you want to pretend that's not the truth, but until you stop ignoring that, stop pretending it's not so obvious
New
why
rally
girls
point established.
fail at these thinking tasks,
Tech building
it's
captured.
obvious why they do.
Training.
They're trained differently. Boys are
Construction
excessively
complete. Unit ready.
micromanaged in how they conduct themselves. It must make sense. Worst case scenario, you have a neurotic boy who makes sense, and understands math and science. And we got tons of neurotic boys
Building.
who understand math and science. But on the other side, you have women who are
New
absolutely
rally point
incompetent
established.
at intelligible things. They have ADD later on. And ADD is just lazy
Unit
pop
ready.
culture, lazy pop culture reference put forward by psychoanalyst sluts
Unit lost.
who just set children up for failure. And that's what the psychoanalysts typically do with their nonsense.
Our
And,
base is under attack.
And then the girls
Unit
end up
ready.
doing very poorly. And it's very obvious. If we raised boys and girls the same, and then girls sucked as bad as they do at thinking things, at things which require thought, then we could say, well, I don't know, I don't get it. Maybe it was patriarchy. But we meticulously shield women from reality and accountability. And until very recently, they deserve better. The placating
Unit lost.
soothes, but boys are treated
Building.
far more.
Building.
They're treated far
New
better
rally
in our
point
culture
established.
than our women in at least one way, and that is that we give them a
Construction
realistic
Our base is under
sense of
attack.
expectations.
Unit ready.
Boys will know that at some point they'll be expected to have
New
rules and to
construction
stand by them.
options.
Now, of course, move forward to the advent of the internet, popularization of the internet,
Building.
and specifically YouTube comments. You have
Unit
boys and
lost.
girls on YouTube comments using their ADD, spazzing out and thinking that they can take a conversation anywhere they want because they want to. No parent is there to spank the boy. No other prettier girls are there to make the girl jealous and coax her into not being so stupid on YouTube comments. None of that. There's no psychotherapist to say, okay, you make so little sense that you have a disease, here's a pill. None of that happens in YouTube comments, and so what you'll see is
Unit
ADD
ready.
all over the place. People just carrying on insane about different things. You're just absolutely
New
not
construction
making
options.
sense.
Building.
That's the writing on the
Tech
wall,
building lost.
meaning the thing that people
Construction
can't
complete.
say,
Tech
or you
building
can't
lost.
develop that thought because
Nuclear
people will wipe it
missile
away
ready.
too quick with
Select
factoids
target.
and appeals to authority. But the writing on the
Warning,
wall,
nuclear missile
literally
launched.
on
Unit
YouTube
ready.
walls and Facebook walls, the writing on the wall is that we have a culture that is
Construction complete.
unbelievably tech-savvy and competent at expressing itself, but critical thinking skills are an absolute mess.
Building.
There's a lot to be said on that, and I'll say that sooner or later. Actually, let me say
Unit
that before.
ready.
Okay, I'm at 10 minutes, so I'll actually mention a bit of
New
how that
rally
comes to
point
be.
established.
Psychotherapists
Construction
and
complete. Unit
teachers.
ready. New construction options.
anything from grade
New
school
rally
teachers to
point
middle school
established.
teachers,
Unit
professors
lost.
and whatnot. But we'll start with grade school. In grade school,
I have the examining
kids are set up to
diagrams.
fail,
Training.
especially
the
girls,
Building captured.
because
New construction
90% of grade school teachers
Building.
are women. Said another way, 90% of grade school
Construction
teachers are
complete.
people who typically
Unit
have
ready.
no sense of accountability and have been
Building
raised to
captured.
believe that their feelings
Unit
are more
ready.
valid than thoughts oftentimes. Those are the women that teach grade school.
Our base is
And they
under
teach
attack.
to boys and girls.
Unit
Now,
ready.
the women, elementary school, women talk to women, then we could let them wander off into logical oblivion and never make sense.
Training.
But when boys are
Unit
learning from
ready.
these
Yes,
women who have a
Commander.
totally different frame of reference and totally different societal
Yes,
situation,
Commander.
the boys learn from these women
Building.
who just think no
Unit
matter how stupid
ready.
you are, people will take you serious.
Check out the view. Ready
And that
to
sets the
soar.
boys up for failure
Rocket to
because,
the sky.
well, it sets the boys up for a
All
rude
fired
awakening
up.
Construction
when
complete.
eventually they're held to account.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, boys learn more about
Unit
logic
ready.
and reasoning and critical thinking
Cannot
on the
deploy.
schoolyard and whatnot, far more in
New
the classroom,
construction options.
except in subject matter perhaps, but as far as social interactions. Because when I've been there, I've seen it, the teachers are just really bad. And the female teachers are really bad at dealing with boys. And the occasional
Building.
male teacher